my money right up in on the U-Haul. Bloods all over town, rag on my face, bodies gon' fall, tell him it's hate.
What up guys, Ali here and welcome to Ali Talks Music. Add me on Instagram at Ali Talks Music as well. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Now let's get into the video. In the late 2000s, DJ Khaled's career began picking up steam. He started his own label called We The Best during this time period and signed Ace Hood to the label as the flagship artist.
I've been on this journey alone, I know nobody gon' save me.
Ace Hood's career didn't really take off until he met DJ Khaled around 2006. But before he met Khaled, Ace Hood was just an aspiring rapper who called Deerfield Beach in Broward County his home.
Hey yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Ace Hood. We in Deerfield Beach, aka the 60, aka welcome to my block, you understand?
Initially, I had the name Ace growing up. I don't know, man. Ace just always represented one to me, and when I wound up getting my situation done, it was Ace Gunner at first, and then we wound up changing it to Ace Hood. It was just a childhood nickname growing up. I just always loved Ace, you know? He ended up working with a label called Dollars and Deals, where he produced a song called M.O.E. At this point in his career, Ace Hood had gained a taste of fame.
Hey, I'm the same old Ace, the field's representative. Still identical, Ace is very typical. Haters is looking critical, rapping and getting lyrical.
But he didn't fully achieve this accolade until he met DJ Khaled. Upon getting informed from a friend that Khaled was at a radio station nearby, Ace Hood used the information to his advantage and pulled up on DJ Khaled. He then handed DJ Khaled a demo and hoped something big would come of this transaction. It paid off. Khaled reached out to Ace Hood swiftly upon hearing his music and instantly knew he wanted to work with the rapper.
Me and Ace hooked up. He came to me and brought a CD, you feel me, by the radio station. I was on my way to work. When he came to give me a CD, I just could tell that he was a star. He just had that star presence in the room. I grabbed the CD and I listened to it on my way home, and I heard the music, and I said, you know what, I like his energy and his voice. I feel the hunger. So I sent him I'm So Hood instrumental, and I told him to rip it down over that, and he ripped it down over that. So I was like, yo, I want to sign him. I met him, signed him, vibe with him. You know what I'm saying? And it was history from there.
Swiftly after signing to Khaled, Ace Hood went to work, appearing on singles and released his first album around 2008 called Gotta. The first single off the project was called Cash Flow, a single that gave Ace Hood an insane amount of attention and one that was recorded shortly after linking up with DJ Khaled.
Hey, knock, knock, bang, bang, with a cash. You ain't gotta leave you like a.
Around 2009, he appeared in the freshman class alongside the likes of Wale, B.O.B., and Kid Cudi, amongst others. He was clearly taking off at this point. Over the course of his career, Ace Hood dropped numerous albums and seemed destined to ride the We The Best train for a minute. However, there were numerous obstacles in his path, most of which we will discuss in this video. Now, as far as studio albums go, Ace Hood dropped his second one called Ruthless around 2009, and the third was titled Blood, Sweat and Tears, the latter of which contained one of the most important songs of his career, Hustle Hard. For a while, Ace Hood was known as the guy who hopped on features, but after this song came out, Ace Hood had a hit that he could call his own. Also, the Ace Hood flow became insanely popular around this time period as other rappers tried to mimic it. Now, out of all his albums, Trials and Tribulations is his most important one. On this album, Ace Hood stepped up his game, enlisting top-notch production and delivered brutal bars like his life depended on it. The songs also had more substance. I felt like to actually get people to support this album that's dropping July 16, I needed them to understand what I've been through and really try to visualize and see my trials and tribulations and understand where the passion come from, understand where the hunger come from, understand why I do it, understand who I did it for. That's why I really did the whole trials and tribulations thing, because I wanted people to really understand who I was as a person and get a feel of me. Now, a lot of these songs on this project are pretty good. Everybody knows Bugatti.
I can't look for you with Haitians.
But aside from that song, we also have Pray For Me, Before the Rollie, and once again Meek does his thing on this song, especially because back then Meek was known for rapping about his rollie on about every track. We also have Them and Another Statistic. On the last mentioned song, Ace Hood puts his political cap on and raps about real life issues. Honestly, after this album, I'm surprised Ace Hood didn't achieve a higher level of success because it ticks all the boxes. It has big name features, a mega hit with Bugatti, and a new and improved version of Ace. The album also has We Out Here, a hard track that features Lil Wayne.
I made my way from the bottom, and I'm grinding.
Now if we're talking about sales, the album sold about 34,000 copies in the first week and debuted at number 4 on the Billboard 200. Now let's talk about the song Bugatti for a second.
I woke up in a new Bugatti. I woke up in a new Bugatti.
Now if you don't know, Bugatti was produced by Mike Will. If you aren't familiar with the producer tag, Mike Will made it. We can be friends. For a couple of years, he had a severe impact on hip-hop sound, producing hits for big-name artists like Rihanna, Drake and 2 Chainz's No Lie, and Miley Cyrus's 23. Mike Will has made a lot of hot beats over the years, but in my opinion, Bugatti has to be in his top 10. The beat, mashed with Future's hook and Ross's verse, followed by Ace Hood's signature flow, just blended perfectly and helped cement the song as an international hit. Now when Ace Hood appeared on The Breakfast Club to promote his album and singles, Charlemagne, as expected, asked him if he actually owned a Bugatti. I don't own a Bugatti. The concept of waking up in a new Bugatti is waking up with success and having money. Now I won't lie, when this song came out, I'm one of those people who assumed that Ace Hood actually owned a Bugatti. Maybe I'm the only one who noticed this, but Ace Hood had the "I'm still grinding" image attached to him. For example, around 2013, Ace Hood appeared on the red carpet and was interviewed by Bow Wow. During the interview, Ace Hood had an impressive looking watch on. However, as he proceeded to speak, the entire thing dismantled like one of those Transformer cars.
To the BT family, that boy Ace Hood, man, what's happening with you, bro?
Oh, we in the building, man. BT Wars going down. I'm happy to be here.
Man, they done let us young people just come through and take over, man. We done took over, man.
It's our show, man. I'm happy to be here. My new album, man, is in stores July 16th. Make sure y'all pick that up. We just here, baby. We feeling good. You feel me?
On top now, speaking of feeling good, man, I know that was crazy right there. That's the first time we let people perform. You lost something, bro?
Right there, right there.
Hold
right
up. Is that... Homie, you lost. Yo, he almost lost the bezel. Take care of that before we continue. That's gotta go. You know what? Just hold it like that. It's all good, man. That's only 20K right there. 50,000 just dropped right there on the floor, man. It's all good.
And then a lot of people were like, Ace Hood wears fake watches now? Why stunt with fake watches when you don't own these things?
I woke up in a new Bugatti.
You woke up in a new Bugatti? That person said that, man, he woke up in the watch without a bezel.
Hey, turn up, man. BET weekend, man.
Turn the fuck up. I'm just saying, I'm gonna be straightforward with this shit.
Hey, where you going with my whip?
Rollies don't screw off and Rosies don't fall off.
You had a Jacob. Hey, turn up.
Hey, that nigga had a Danny Jacobs from New York. Let's ask Ray J. Hold on. Come here, Ray J. Let's ask Ray J.
Turn that.
No, we gotta ask Ray J. Alright. We just doing interviews, real shit.
Shit.
Have your rollie ever screwed off?
Who?
Have the top of your rollie ever screwed off and fell off?
I don't wear Rolex.
Okay. Have you ever seen the top of a Rolex or a Rolex screw off?
Nah, why? What just happened?
Huh?
What just happened?
I don't know.
Somebody's shit screwed up?
Somebody shit fell off on TV or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, I heard about that. Some shit like, what happened? He was performing and then he was shaking, he was talking.
Nigga wasn't even performing. He was just walking.
And the shit just fell off?
400K, I spent that on a Wish?
Damn, that's crazy. If like 5 people told me something like that, I ain't know who did it. But they said that somebody ice just fell off their wrist. That's crazy. That's crazy as a motherfucker.
But try to screw it back on?
Yeah, that's why I just be chilling. Like, you know, I buy cars and homes.
Yep.
That's it.
Now, speaking of owning things, let's talk about DJ Khaled's relationship with Ace Hood. Now, the truth of the matter is, DJ Khaled is the reason most people know the name Ace Hood. When Ace joined Khaled's imprint, he received far more attention than his previous label Situation provided, putting him on the map globally. For instance, around 2008, Ace Hood appeared on Out Here Grinding off Khaled's We Global album.
I'm knocking on the bank's door with $1 million and I'm dropping off the cash flow.
On the outside looking in, he was seemingly set for life and had ties to big-name artists like Wayne, Rick Ross, and so on. However, things between Khaled and Ace Hood eventually went left, and at the core of it all, Ace Hood believes Khaled let him down. The thing is, when Khaled transitioned from the guy screaming on beats and saying "we the best" to become a social media influencer, Khaled embraced all of his idiosyncrasies and became hilarious to watch. He essentially blew up again, making him more important than all of the artists he could ever assign to his label. Ace Hood was then pushed to the sidelines, resulting in a bit of resentment between the pair. The problem with Ace Hood's situation was he was never in charge of We The Best music, yet according to him, he was an essential component of the label, which is true. However, if Khaled was able to go independent and leave UMG and join another label situation without Ace Hood's knowledge, Ace Hood was merely a paid employee of We The Best, giving him no power in the label. Now once Ace Hood left We The Best, Khaled replaced Ace Hood the employee with himself, becoming the flagship artist in addition to being the label head.
It's raining, so I can't go out there and water it, but it's being watered by God.
Now Ace didn't stop delivering studio albums. He dropped Mr. Hood in 2020, an album that contains one of my favorite joints by Ace, We Ball.
Visions on my path, I seen it light and love. Frequency was low, I had to rise above.
Now one of the things that seemingly hurt Ace Hood's evolution in the game was his inability to distinguish himself from other rappers. That's if we're only talking about his look and image. Now I'll say this, Ace Hood is a talented rapper, but at the time he appeared to be DJ Khaled's version of Lil Wayne. Here's a random comment I found on the net. Is that Lil Wayne in the pic? Oh no, it's another writer trying to be him. Here's another one. I could never listen to this Lil Wayne clone. He just annoys me. And you add DJ Khaled to the mix, my ears just bleed. Now the fact that Ace Hood had dreads, just like Lil Wayne had dreads, didn't help his case either. Now maybe the Lil Wayne clone thing was done on purpose, because if you attach yourself to one of the biggest rappers in the game, other people will pay attention to you. Now despite coming across as a Lil Wayne clone, Ace Hood's flow was his saving grace and was copied by other rappers. The good thing is, Ace is far from being a one-hit wonder. He has been on multiple hit records and still produces music on a regular basis. At the moment, the narrative behind Ace Hood is, DJ Khaled screwed me over and should have treated me as an equal. An interesting thing to note is when you actually pay attention to the amount of albums We The Best dropped and who dropped them, you notice a specific trend. For a long period of time, Khaled would drop a project, and then Ace Hood, then Khaled, and then Ace, and so forth. And then around 2014 that all changed, and nearly every album that dropped after that was a Khaled album. As mentioned earlier, Khaled literally became too big for Ace Hood and became the star of his own label, thus pushing Ace Hood to the sidelines. Nevertheless, Ace Hood still has a decent following to this day. In fact, this year he dropped an album called Mind, an acronym for Memories Inside Never Die. Ace Hood gets about 2.8 million monthly listeners on Spotify, and his most popular songs on the platform are We Ball, Bugatti, Popovich, Big Fish, and Finding My Way.
Share too much. I rather handle things in my personal space like I normally do. But today, I do not have my kids. And the reason I do not have my children today is because the mother of my children wants her story to be right. Which means her story in her mind is that I am not a good father. My children don't want to spend time with me. It's that also I don't support the kids. Also, I'm never there for the children. So that's her story in her mind. And she wants to tear me down also as a person. And I analyze all of this and I'm thinking all of this is because of money. All of her actions and all of this is because of money. It's because she sees me further in myself, in my life, in my career, doing some other things. Yes, she gets paid child support. Yes, we have court-ordered agreements. You know, she would rather destroy the relationship that I have with my children, you know, to prove herself right, to prove her story right. And that's saddening, man. It's really saddening to me. And I think that this message, you know, this message overall, man, is just for all the fathers, man, who feel unappreciated in their dynamic. You know what I'm saying? Who's just stepped up to the plate and doing the very best that they can. You know, I didn't have a father. I didn't grow up with my father at all. So, you know, I had to learn how to be a father. But one thing I do know is that I will fight for my children, like I've always fought for my children. And I will not allow somebody to tear our relationship apart. So this will get handled in court, but for sure, 1,000%. But to the fathers, man, just keep your head up.
That's it for me, it's your boy Ali. What happened to Ace Hood in your opinion? Let me know down below. Video requests, let me know down below as well. You would happen to video dropping next week. Also add me on Instagram at Ali Talks Music. Till next time, peace.